What's going on, guys? In this video, I want to talk to you guys about how to get a high credit score. As a matter of fact, right now my credit score is over 800 and it's the highest it's ever been. So in this video, I want to talk to you guys about, once again, how to get over 800 credit score and kind of the time frame in which it took me and maybe kind of what you can expect as well. So that's what we're talking about in this video. But hey, if you're new to the channel, once again, my name is Dwayne with How to Build Credit TV, and on this channel I talk about credit cards and how to make money using credit cards. So be sure to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Okay, so when it comes to your credit score, just to give you guys a little snapshot of my experience, I started to rebuild my credit back in 2013 and it is now 2023. So without going too much into detail, I'm gonna jump on my Credit Karma app because that's what I use. I have a screen recording going here. That's what I use to check my credit score. Now, once again, Credit Karma is a Vantage score, so it's not the FICO score, but in my experience, my Credit Karma score is always lower than what my FICO score is. Now, I'm not saying that's going to be your experience, but I'm talking about me. So I can confidently say that the scores we're about to look at right now, I know for a fact that my FICO scores are a little bit higher, even if it's 1 or 2 points higher. But I'm going to go ahead and touch on my Credit Karma app here, and then we'll do Face ID. And I'm very excited about this because right now, as of today, my credit score is the highest it's ever been. So today's date is September the 26th, 2023. So as you can see here on Credit Karma, you can only see 2 of the credit bureaus, which one is Transunion and the other is Equifax. My Experian credit score is not provided by Credit Karma. So you can also see below the 2 credit scores, you can see that it says next check tomorrow. Then it also says scores calculated using Vantage 3.0. Then of course you can see my net worth below that is negative $39,000, which it's kind of funny because I have student loans, which is why it's saying negative $39,000. Anyway, so as you can see, both of my credit scores, according to Credit Karma, are over 800. Now, I'm going to touch on my TransUnion just to show you guys and give you guys, once again, a snapshot. I'm going to click on score history. I'm going to just click on the last 6 months. And as you can see today, where it is right now at 821 is the highest it's been. Even if I clicked on the last year, once again, as you can see today, it is currently 821. Now, if I show you guys the lowest it's been in the last year, you can see that on January 14th, 2023, it was 789 points, right? So that's where my credit score was then. But as of today, right now today, my credit score, just kidding, right now as of today, my credit score is 821 points, which is very exciting. Now, to give you guys another snapshot, just to look at the credit factors that are provided by Credit Karma, you can see my credit factors, my payment history is 100%, credit card use is 0%, derogatory marks 0%, credit age 5 years and 3 months, which is why it's in the yellow. It should be closer to 9 years for it to be in the green. And not closer, it needs to be 9 or more years. Total accounts 40, that's in the green. Hard inquiry 0. If I touch on the credit age to kind of give you guys a little more insight, you'll see here that if I click on the information tab, it says 9+ years is going to be excellent. So I am currently at a fair rating for 5 years and 3 months for my overall. So this is a average of the years in which I've had credit established. So that's what you have here in my TransUnion report. On Equifax, my score is 822. And if I touch on that, and I'll show you guys here, I'll scroll out to the last year. You can see that at the lowest, my score was 792, and this is January 16th, 2023. And currently at the highest, it's 822. And this is as of September the 25th, okay? Just to give you guys another snapshot here, my credit factors, 100% payment history, credit card use, 1%, derogatory marks, 0, credit age, 5 years, 3 months, total accounts, 40, hard inquiries, 0. Now, I'm sure my credit score will be a little different on my Experian credit report because, of course, every credit bureau is reported different things at different times. So sometimes because when you apply for a credit card, not all of the credit bureaus are pulled, right? So I actually recently applied for a Wells Fargo card, and I know that they pulled from Experian. As you can see on Credit Karma with TransUnion and Equifax, I have 0 hard inquiries, which is really, really cool for me, but I do know that I have a hard inquiry on my Experian credit report. So let's talk a little bit about how long it took me to kind of get my score to where it is. So I started to rebuild my credit back in 2013. Now, I will say that if you are rebuilding your credit, it's going to be harder than if you started out brand new. When you start out brand new, it's very easy to have a really high credit score, maybe not an 800 because, of course, you need to have your credit age closer to 9 in order to maximize that particular portion of your credit score. Overall, there are really 5 portions that make up our credit score. There is your payment history, which is 35% of your score. There's your credit card utilization, which is 30% of your score. There is your credit age or credit history. That's 15% of your score. Then there are hard inquiries. That is 10% of your score. And then types of credit, which includes like car loans, student loans, mortgage, credit card. That's another 10%. So that's how your score is comprised. And so there's a heavy weight on your payment history, your card usage, which a lot of people don't understand how that works because for some stupid reason, there's a lot of talk about, oh, you need to use 30% of your overall credit limit, which is baloney. The best thing to do is just go ahead and use the card and pay it off. I use all of my credit cards, which you guys see that I have a total of 40 accounts. Out of those 40, I currently have like 24, 25 credit cards. And what I do is I just pay my cards off once a week. Let's say every Friday. Okay. I just pay it off. So I just use it and pay it off. If you wanted to, for some reason, have a balance on the card, you can do like 1%. And so an example of that would be if you had $1,000 credit limit, 1% of $1,000 would be $10. Okay, so if you wanted to have a balance on there for some odd reason, because I do know that sometimes having a 1% balance on your card or 1% overall credit usage, sometimes your score can be a little higher than having a 0% credit usage. But for me, I don't worry about it. I just pay the cards off because I don't want to owe anybody anything. And more importantly, I don't want to give the credit card companies 1 single cent of my money because I'm paying interest. But that's just me personally. So yeah, once again, started to rebuild back in 2013, got the Capital One Platinum card at the time, which I since product changed to the Capital One Silver card. Then I got the Capital One Quicksilver card in 2014. Now, keep in mind at this time, my credit was nowhere close to being perfect. Capital One did their thing and they kept marketing to me, sending me mailings, sending me offers in the mail, and I just went ahead and gave in because here's the thing: when you're starting to rebuild your credit or when you're starting anything, it's not about being perfect before you start. If you're waiting for perfection, sometimes in life you may never start.
Message.
It's just about starting where you are, okay, and doing as you're going along. So even though my credit was jacked up in 2013, and I knew it was, like I literally owed credit card companies, but Capital One was like, yo, we're going to give you this card. And I was like, okay, let's see. And I applied for it, knowing that once again, I owed other things and other people, right? Knowing that I literally had no control over it. I couldn't get them their money, but I was going to start today, which was in 2013. Now, of course, in 2023, I'm pretty sure my credit score got to over 800 at the end of 2022. I'm sure I made videos on here talking about it, but as of now, where I sit, the only thing that's keeping me away from having the perfect 850 credit score, which is going to be temporary, right, is my credit age or my overall age, which once again I showed you guys was 5 years and 3 months. Now, for it to be the maximum amount of points that I can get out of that category, which makes up 15% of my score, I would need to have 9+ years of overall credit history, right? Or the average of credit age, right? Which would be 9+ years. Then theoretically, I could have the elusive, the perfect 850. Now, the perfect 850 is going to be temporary because, of course, as soon as I use my credit card, I'm assuming that my score is going to drop because the higher your utilization, the lower your credit score. And once again, the utilization just simply refers to the balance that you currently have. If you only have one credit card and you are using $500, you have a balance of $500, that is 50% of your overall credit usage. So once again, if I had the 850 credit score and I use my credit card, theoretically, the higher my usage, the lower my score will be. All right. And this is not something you freak out about. This is just what you learn over time. The more you pay attention to something, the more informed you will become on that thing. So if you live on the Credit Karma app, and I'm not really promoting Credit Karma per se, I'm just suggesting it because that's what I use and it's free. You know, I love free. So if you get on the app and try to understand the different factors, you will eventually get more knowledgeable on how your credit works.
Message!
You'll also get knowledgeable on how your credit card utilization affects your credit score. So if you're running up one particular credit card, you will see that your score will be lower. Now, when you pay it off, you'll see that your score will be higher. All right, but I just wanted to make a video, share with you guys currently my credit score, which once again, 821, 822, and you know, the realistic time frame in which it could take. Now, it took me, let's say 10 years for easy math. Okay. Now, of course, there are things that you can do to kind of expedite that. And, you know, if you have derogatory marks on your credit, that's going to take a while as well. Right. I did have derogatory marks. I think one of the last ones fell off in 2017, maybe 2018. And so what happened was it was an account that I didn't pay from back in the day, and it took 7 years for it to get to a point where it just fell off of my credit report because I did not have the money, nor did I want to take my money and pay to get it removed. Now, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just talking about my particular situation. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give the video a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you as a subscriber. All right. Once again, my name is Dwayne with How to Build Credit TV, and I approve this video. I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, take care and be blessed. Peace.